What up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a review and demo on this right here, Benefit Push-Up Liner. This was not sent to me by Benefit, therefore my opinion has not been swayed in any way. Not that I am saying that anybody else's opinions was, but when you're sent products from such an awesome company like Benefit, I feel like out of appreciation, sometimes the reviews can be a little, maybe swayed just a little. But that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. If you feel like that's not your opinion and that's not how you feel, that's okay too. This is the one-of-a-kind Benefit Push-Up They're Real Liner. There are a few pros and cons to this liner. The pros, it is jet black. And when I say jet black, it's the blackest formula of any gel liner I've ever seen. It is long lasting. Why did it take me so long to think of that? It is so long lasting. Like, my eye was like water and balls the other day, like crazy, and my whole shit came off. Like, my eyeshadow, everything came off, but this liner was still there, intact, just as good as it was when I put it on that morning. So those are the pros. The cons, it is a bitch to apply. The formula is super freaking dry and it flakes up, it flakes off. I was gonna say flakes up, balls off. It flakes off, balls up, and it's just really hard to apply. But once you apply it, and if you're able to apply it smoothly, it looks freaking awesome because it's so jet black and because it stays so long. But anyways, let's get into the mechanics of this liner. So this liner was designed with this AccuFlex tip. It is a silicone tip. Not only was this designed to be able to get really, really close to the lash line and kind of hug the lashes, push them down and get right up in there, but it was also designed to be able to get an even wing on both sides of your face. So by doing that, you take it at the end of your nose, stamp it, take it at the end of your nose, stamp it, and then you have perfectly even wings on both sides. I know that is a third world problem. Y'all know, y'all got problems getting your wings even on both sides. Hashtag truth. I just wanted to really say hashtag truth at some point in this video, and I did, so there we go. So anyways, I was trained on how to use this by a Benefit representative, so everything that I am telling you is coming from Benefit. So yeah, I think that's about it. I did use this in a video that I posted. I don't remember if it was like a get ready with me or an actual tutorial, but I did use this in one of my videos, but I only used it like half-ass because I was having so many problems with it that I just like cut it out. And it was just a debacle. So yeah, now you will get to see the full demonstration of this thing right here, and at the end I will tell you how I feel about it, and I'm not going to tell you if I think you should buy it or not, but because that's, you know, that's going to vary. If I tell you this is a piece of shit, don't buy it, there's a possibility that you're still going to go out and buy it just because it's so hyped up, because I'm not going to lie, I do that too. Some people say products are shit and I still go buy them just because I want to see. Maybe just because it's shit to that person doesn't mean it's shit to me, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I am going to tell you my thoughts and feelings on it and all that good stuff. So was there anything else I wanted to say about it? I don't think so. So let's just get into the demo. I will see you guys in my next vid. Alright guys, moment of truth. I'm really going to try to stay in focus when I do this. Y'all know I don't have autofocus on my camera because I don't have, I do have a super fancy camera. I have a really fancy camera. It just doesn't have autofocus. But we're going to look past that. Excuse me. If I keep transitioning from like scene to scene though, that's why, because I'm focusing and my camera does like this weird shaky like light flippy thing when it focuses. Whatever, that's not important right now. What's important is this liner. So I do have mixed results. I do have mixed feelings about this liner. I do I've already got one eye done, BT dubs. I do really like how jet black it is and how well it stays on. I had it on yesterday and this eye was so irritated and watering. My eye was like bald. Like I had this really like, I had like this cat eye thing going on and like a lot of stuff going on up here. And this eye was literally like melted off. But that damn there real liner stayed the whole freaking day. All through my eyes watering, all through like my eyes tearing up, and then it's sitting up in my fold, in my hooded part. It was there. Like it did not go anywhere, which is super awesome. But with that being said, I'm not sure how I feel about the formula, yada yada yada. So what I've been doing with this, I've had a chance to play with it, I've had it for a while. What I've been doing with it is, let me tell a little backstory about what I'm about to do. I've had this product for maybe 2 weeks now, a week and a half, 2 weeks. And last week I shut the vent off in my room because it's such a small room. And when I have the air conditioner vent open, if it's, you know, hot out or whatever, this room is so small that it gets really cold. So I shut the air conditioner vent off and it was like 90 degrees out that day, and I came upstairs and it was hot as hell in here, like hot. It was hot in here, like it was so freaking hot in here. This was like on the verge of melting, so I applied it, and that day when I applied it, it went on pretty smoothly. So I came to the conclusion that because the formula is so dry, oddly enough, if you warm it up, it's actually a lot easier to work with. So I have been sticking it in between my legs to warm it up. Not like what y'all dirty birds are thinking. Not like down there. But you know, like that hot box where you stick your hands when you're cold? Yeah, that. I've been sticking it in there. And like closing my legs and warming it up. I'll leave it down there for like a minute. I know, this sounds freaking crazy. I know. But I'm telling you, it makes it go on a lot smoother and it's a lot easier to work with. I'm just saying. Not that you have to do this, but this is what I do. Just to make it go on easier. Do you have to do that? No, you don't. It might work perfectly for you, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to stick it in between my legs and let it warm up for a couple of minutes and readjust my, you know, what's it called? And readjust my focusing, and okay, I will be right back. So this pen was designed with the AccuFlex tip, which is this little silicone tip right here. The first thing that you need to do when you pull this out is to wipe the excess off. You can do this on the back of your hand, but it's going to be a son of a bitch to wipe off, because this stuff, once it's there, it is there, girl. It is there. Now this tip isn't only for hugging your lashes and getting really close to the lash line, but they designed the whole pen, including the tip, in order to be able to get a perfect even wing on both sides of your eyes. And the way that you do that is by taking the pen to the end of your nose and stamping it. I haven't pushed my product out yet, I'm just showing you right now. You take the tip to the end of your nose and then you stamp it, and then that's supposed to give you even wings on both sides, because everybody knows that everybody has problems trying to get your wing even on both sides of your face, I guess, on both eyes. So third world problems over here. Y'all know some of you guys sit in front of the mirror for 10 to 20 minutes trying to get them damn wings even, but this is supposed to alleviate that. So we'll see if it works, shall we? So I'm gonna click, one click, and you can see the product kind of come up. And you want to wait just a second after you click before you click again. So I'm going to go ahead and take it on my nose like I did before. Stamp, stamp, stamp. So there you have like a little guideline. Sorry, my eyes are watering for some reason. You have a little guideline of where your wing is going to start. So then I'm going to wipe the tip off again because it dries up super fast. And it's still coming out, so I'm going to wipe it off yet again. This is a really hard product to work with. This is something that you are going to have to definitely get used to using. So, clickety click click, I see the product coming out. So I'm going to stamp where my guideline was, and then I'm going to drag it down and fill that in. And then I'm going to go along the rest of my lashes. And the way this was designed to be used is just like this, in a stamping motion. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull my eye tight and do that. For me, this is a super hard product to use because not only because the formula is a little bit drying, but also because of the fact that I do have really crepey eyelids. So if you're somebody that has really crepey eyelids like I do, it can be really hard to get that really smooth line, just because the formula is so dry that it kind of tends to like harden into little like creases and nooks and crannies in your eyeball, which sucks, but it is what it is. That's why I really don't like working with such a dry formula, because of that reason. Now if you have nice, young, supple, smooth eyelids, this may be perfect for you, and it may be super easy for you. But for me, somebody with like really creepy old granny lids, it's not the easiest to work with. So, excuse me. Well, let's continue on. So I'm just going to continue by stamping, stamping, stamping. And you can see that it's not the most smoothest application in the world. I'm going to click up some more product. I know that Benefit says that, you know, 2 clicks and you're done, but yeah, no. Definitely not. I do like that you can get like right up into your lash line. Yes, I do. Now I'm just going to go out and kind of perfect my little wing. And as you'll notice, like, when I'm moving the brush this way, I'm turning it this way. When I'm moving, or the tip, whatever you want to call it, I'm moving that way, I'm turning it that way. So basically just like you would with an angled brush. I'm going to click up some more product here. One more time. One more time. And I'm going to finish her off. Now, the problem that I have been having with this is, notice how I'm doing short little strokes. The problem that I've been having is I'm just used to doing one line, and rather than like short little strokes, I'm just used to doing it in one smooth line. If you're somebody that's how you do your eyeliner, you're probably going to have a lot of problems with this too. So let me try to get this as smooth as I can. And then we will discuss how I feel about it. Another thing that I don't like is that it does tend to kind of ball up on your eyeball because it's so dry. It almost dries before you can get finished. Hopefully I'm in focus through this whole thing. Sorry, Aiden's downstairs acting like a wild man per usual. So that's about as smooth as it's going to get. And you just round that out. And you see that little right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's like a little fleck or a ball that I just jacked up even more. So let me put the rest of my stuff on. I'm going to put my mascara on and I will be right back and discuss how I feel. Alright guys, so this is the final product and my thoughts are as follows. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. I feel like I absolutely love how jet black and how bold and just amazingly black it is. I love the staying power of it. Absolutely love the staying power. However, and I really do love the design of the pen. However, the formula, I just can't get past it. Like, it's so hard to work with. And to be really, really honest with you guys, what I've actually been doing this past week is lining my eyes with my regular, just like my Maybelline or my L'Oreal gel liner, and then going back over it with this just to intensify it. Just because I really, really love just how black this is. I do feel like, though, a lot of people are going to have a lot of trouble with this. If you're somebody that's not used to putting on winged liner, or if you're somebody that just, hold on, I thought I had something on my eye. If you're somebody that's like not used to using even just an angled brush, this is going to be really hard for you. What I do recommend though is, when you buy this, if you do decide you want to buy this, when you do, you need to Google or go to Benefit's website and really watch a video or really read the instructions on how they recommend you to apply it, because the way that they tell you to apply it is going to be the best way for you to get the best outcome. Just because the way I was taught how to use it, and I was trained how to use it by a Benefit rep. So with that being said, it was easier for me to use because she like showed me the whole nose thing and, you know, basically said this is pretty much how you have to do it if you want it to look the way you want it to. So in conclusion, I don't know if I would pay $24 for it. I probably wouldn't, to be honest with you, but that's just me. I'm a cheap bitch. So unless it's something that I'm absolutely, especially when it comes to an eyeliner, unless it's something I'm absolutely in love with it, I personally am not going to pay $24 for it. You guys, I do know that Ulta, I think, is sending out a whole bunch of samples of this, and if you are one of the people, I think for like Platinum Rewards members or whatever, they're sending out the little samples of, I got it all over my hand too, they're sending out the little samples of it, and the sample is designed exactly like the full size. So really play with it and really try to get a feel for it before you go and buy it. But I kind of feel like it's going to be 50-50. I feel like a lot of people are going to love it and a lot of people are going to hate it. I don't know that there's going to be an in-between, because it takes a lot of work to get to what you want it to be. Though I super love the jet black formula, I don't like using it on its own because it's so freaking hard to maneuver. It's so hard to use. Like, the formula being so dry, I feel like this, even though you have to, like, you know, like stamp it or whatever in order to do it, although it's easier to get it on like that and it's easier to get a smoother line, I feel like you can't go back over it, if that, does that make sense at all? Like, I feel like like here on my outer corner, like I feel like once that's filled in, I can't go back over that. So if I miss a spot and try to go back over it, it's going to be really clumpy, and it's, you know, I'm going to have fallout because it does like flake off. It's the weirdest thing ever, but I don't know. I still don't know what I think about it. I'm probably going to continue to use it just because it's so jet black. But the way I'm going to continue to use it is by putting my standard gel liner on first and then going back over this just for the intensity. Other than that, I probably won't use it on its own much anymore. But yeah, hopefully this helped you guys. Hopefully you got a chance to kind of see how it works before you decide if you want to go out and buy it. I definitely suggest that if you're thinking about going and getting it, go to an Ulta or a Sephora and literally try to use it. Go there with no eye makeup on or just your eyeshadow on and really get a feel for the product and really try to use it and see if it's going to be something that you like. Yeah, so that is it for this review and demo, y'all. Like I said, in the end, at the end of the day, love-hate. It's a love-hate. I don't know. I don't love it, but I don't completely hate it, but I wouldn't go out and purchase it for myself. So there you go. Not that that helps you out any, but hopefully it does. Hope you guys like this review and demo. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you please, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.